I'm looking forward to the tournament. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of really, really high level guys in PFL. I gotta get ready to bust some heads over there, bust some high level heads. You feel me?
A couple weeks ago, we spoke to Bryan Battle after his difficult weekend in Chicago. At the time, he was at the airport going home. No fight at UFC 319. And since then, he's fought in dirty boxing. And since then, he has signed with PFL. What happened? Let us get some answers from the man himself, Bryan Battle, kind enough to join us. Hey, Bryan, how are you? Good to talk to you again.
Hey, it's always good to talk to you. Thanks for having me again, brother.
What a month for us here, because the first time we spoke, you're getting ready for the fight in Chicago. Then we speak on the Monday after Chicago. There is no fight. We don't need to go over all of that. We go away for a little bit. You fight dirty boxing. And then over the weekend, Friday to be exact, we find out PFL. So can I ask, from when we spoke to you in the airport there on that Monday after the Chicago card, did you already know at that point you were going to leave the UFC, that your run there, at least for
No,
now, was done? No.
no, I had no idea, brother. No, I tell you, the past 6 months period have been absolutely crazy. But the past month has been probably the craziest month of my like adult life. You know what I mean? Like things are happening so fast. It's crazy. It's a blessing. I'm thankful for all the opportunities that I still have. And I'm excited for the opportunities that are coming up, brother.
Okay, and so I remember so we spoke on a Monday. It was on the Wednesday that we found out that you were parting ways with the UFC. When you got that call, I'm just trying to go in chronological here. When you got that call, were you shocked? Were you disappointed? How did you receive the news?
Man, so I had was helping my buddy out with something, and he took me out to eat, and I went to go to the bathroom, and I missed the call from my agent, Jason House, best agent in the game. I missed the call from him, so I just like I literally I was we were literally talking about it. We are literally talking about, hey, do you think you're gonna be released by the UFC? I was like, I don't know. I mean, it hasn't happened yet. So if it hasn't happened yet, I went to go sit down in the toilet, looked at my phone. Hey, Brian, the UFC just let us go. I was like, fuck. You know what I'm saying? I was like, oh shit. And like I'm just telling you, things happen fast, man. You know what I mean? You can't there's no time to like feel sorry or have a pity party, just like keep on going. Sun comes up, sun comes down. You know what I'm saying? We keep moving.
How quickly after that call do you get signed to DBX?
I can't give you an exact time. Um because like I said, this whole past month has just been so crazy, but it was pretty soon afterwards. I think as soon as it went public that I got released, I think DBX was reaching out to my people, and as soon as my people reached out to me that there was a fight available, I was like, of course, um, DBX offered a fight before I even had an opponent. You know what I'm saying? It was one of those things. They were just like, all right, Brian's free. Let's go ahead and scoop him up and let's do this. So, um, yeah, man, things happen fast as hell. I'm grateful for everything. You know what I'm saying? It's been a hell of a ride. It's been a lot of fun. There's been hella ups and downs. It was not fun, but DBX was great. DBX was great.
It seemed actually like the perfect thing in a few ways, because it allowed you to very quickly make weight, allowed you to very quickly erase the bad taste of Chicago, get a nice win, and sort of, if anyone didn't want to be the place that picked you up post UFC release, like, it was a nice little buffer in between what happened in Chicago and now we see what happened with PFL. Before I get to PFL, what was your experience like with DBX? They're new, obviously. They've got some big names behind it. Did you enjoy the experience with the promotion and then with that rule set as well?
I tell you, well, first of all, just with the promotion, DBX was, I think, they have so many people that have been involved with UFC, the behind the scenes UFC and stuff that, even before you start to walk and make weight, a lot of those things are very similar to the DBX fight week is very similar to the UFC fight week. They model it very similarly. So for people who have never fought in the UFC and might graduate from the DBX to the UFC, they'll feel familiar. From people who are in the UFC who go to DBX, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna feel very similar situations. So shout out to Heidi. I did not know that John Anik had a twin brother. I thought Jason was fucking with me for the first several minutes. Like we were talking, he was like, "Yeah, I'm John's twin brother." I was like, "No, you're fucking not. You're fucking John Anik, dude. Stop playing with me, bro." And nah, it's like he actually has a twin brother. They're cool as fuck. Um, and DBX, I have no bad things to say about them. They were awesome. Everything about it was great. They went above and beyond, and I'm grateful for the opportunity that I had to fight with them. You know what I'm saying? Maybe we'll do a little bit more with them. You know what I'm saying? We'll see what happens.
Okay, so then how does PFL come into play after that?
PFL, that wasn't just like another opportunity I was blessed with. You know what I'm saying? I mean, shout out once again. I got the best agent in the game, brother. You know what I'm saying? Like this is nothing I did on my own. I got an incredible agent. Shout out to Iridium Agency. If you're an MMA fighter, that is a great agency. Um, and it was just like, hey, bro, we got this. We got this deal with PFL. Are you trying to do it? Hell yeah, I'm trying to do it. I'm an MMA fighter. What's up? You know what I mean? So, I was blessed with the opportunity to compete for PFL. Um, and PFL is a great organization with great talent. You know what I'm saying? If you can win in PFL, that just shows how good you are. You know what I'm saying? If you can go do well in PFL, you can do well anywhere.
Okay, so as far as PFL is concerned, which weight class will you be competing in?
185.
Okay,
I'm planning on competing more regularly. So since I have to compete more regularly, I'm just gonna cut the bullshit. Like, let's do it at 185. You know what I'm saying?
no, I get it,
It's,
especially if you're
you feel
making
me?
weight often.
Yeah.
Are you going to be a part of a tournament for them?
Yes, sir.
Okay, that'll be next year.
Yes, sir.
So usually their tournaments start like the end of first quarter of the year. Here we are, September. Are you going to get one in beforehand?
That's above my pay grade, brother. You know what
Okay.
I'm saying? Like I said, things have been happening fast. You know what I'm saying? We're taking things one day at a time. If I get in one in beforehand, I'd be thrilled. But if not, I'm looking forward to the tournament. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of really, really high level guys in PFL. So I gotta get ready to bust some heads over there, bust some high level heads. You feel me?
Do you like the idea of being a part of the tournament? Some people don't like it. I know there's a big pot of gold at the end, like 500K or so, unless they change it. Do you like that idea?
Man, I'm built for tournaments. You know what I'm saying? If you don't like the idea of a tournament, like kind of a pussy to me. You know what I'm saying? Like it's I like it I romanticize Pride. Pride to me is like the most romantic era of like
Yeah.
MMA, you know what I'm saying? Like I would love to do a one night tournament, but I love the idea of a tournament, you know what I'm saying? I won the Ultimate Fighter, that was a tournament. Um Competing regularly, that's why like I said 185, no bullshit. Like all right, you know what I'm saying? Let's keep it simple. Let's make weight. Let's go bust heads. Um and with that being said, it's also super high level competition. So there's like the margin of error is super low. You know what I'm saying? I don't care what anyone else got to say. Like, especially at 185, they got a stacked roster at 185. So I'm really excited to get in there. I'm really excited to compete. Really excited to see what happens, brother.
The PFL deal, does that preclude you from competing for DBX? Like, is it exclusive or can you do both?
Once again, that's above my pay grade, brother.
Okay. All right. All right.
I'm not a lawyer. I read the contract, but I'm a fighter, brother. You know what I'm saying? So I'll let the people who are smarter than me handle those things. You know what I'm saying? I'm down to fight DBX, but you know, I'll let my bosses handle those things.
It was almost exactly a year ago that you cut that incredible promo in Paris. They have a show PFL does at the end of the month in a place called Nantes, France, which is not Paris, Western France. But I thought, what a better way to introduce you to the PFL audience than to put you back in France and rekindle that feud with the French people. Is there any chance? I know it's in like 18 days from now, but to me, that's just like a layup. Let's make it happen, no?
I mean, I would do it. I would do it. I would do it
Let's
hands
go.
down. And it's funny because like you say that, and I also peeped that, and Kevin Jusay, who I fought, is like headlining that card, so I know he'd be annoyed as fuck if I was on that motherfucker.
You know what?
But
I didn't even notice that. That's freaking amazing. This is brilliant. They
yeah,
have to put you on this.
and I'd be down. But with all that being said, I'm just whatever opportunity I have, I'm grateful for. I'm training right now. I'm busting my ass right now. I went to training earlier, came back, gonna do some interviews, gonna go to training later after I pick up my kids from daycare. You know what I mean? So um, I feel extremely blessed. Whatever opportunity comes my way, I will take it and make the most out of it. Um, but I'm not demanding anything by any stretch of the
Yeah.
imagination.
You have a great perspective on all this. Could you have ever imagined, like a year ago, when you cut that promo on fire, that a year later you would be in the
No,
PFL? Like, what a crazy year, man.
it's been a hell of a year, brother. I think they're gonna by the time my story is all said and done, they're gonna make a movie about this. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna write books and make movies about this stuff because a lot of people are writing me off now. Like you said, like a year ago, I was on top of the world. Right now, a lot of people are writing me off, and my story is far from finished. I'm really just entering my prime right now. So I'm gonna go out there, just keep on winning. That's the most important thing, just to keep on winning. Stay dialed in, keep winning fights, keep making weight, show everyone that I'm professional, and you know, I got a couple things that I'm like I need to do. There's a couple goals I need to hit, and after I hit those goals, I'll be good. But until I hit those goals, like I can't stop.
What are the goals?
Become the world champion. You know what I'm saying? Become a UFC world champion. And so now I didn't know PFL would be an option. So now PFL world champion, PFL tournament champion, or world champion, they're both in the picture now. Becoming a world champion of any organization I step my foot in is a goal. So now it's like I before like this time last year, I thought I'd be a UFC guy for life. And so now I have the opportunity to go do things in other organizations that I didn't think I'd have the opportunity to do. And I'm extremely excited to do that.
And so, at some, look, you just signed with the PFL. You seem happy. You seem thankful, grateful. If when it's all said and done, you don't get a chance to right the wrong in the UFC, will you feel a void? Will you feel like, no, you won't feel any regret?
Man, I don't regret anything in life, brother. You know what I'm saying? Like, life's too short to be dealing with regrets. I have too many things. Like, fighting is one part of my life. You know what I'm saying? I have so many other facts. I have two beautiful children. You know what I'm saying? I have a lot of great people in my life. Um, and who knows what's going to happen over the course of the next year. You know what I mean? So I have so much in my life to be thankful for. It's hard to. And my run in the UFC was if what I've done in the UFC is all I'll ever do. I had a great run. I won the Ultimate Fighter. You know what I'm saying? I was technically speaking 7-1-1, but we all know that was really 8-1. Um, and I enjoyed every second of it. You know what I'm saying? It was a hell of a ride, brother. Now, with that being said, I'm determined to get back and finish some things that are left undone. You know what I'm saying? To shut some people up. But with that being said, if I never get that chance, if I never get that opportunity, I'll be able to put my gloves down and things with a smile on my face. You know what I'm saying? Move on to the next phase of life.
So even over the past month, no regrets on how everything kind of played out at the end there.
I mean, if I went back in time, there's things I would do differently, but I think having regrets is like unhealthy, man. You know what I'm saying? You can't have regrets. Like, would I do things differently? For sure. You know what I mean? Like making weight for Luzabov with a couple adjustments is like a piece of cake. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was really like tactical errors, but now I know that, you know what I'm saying? Like it's a rough way to learn, but I learn, you know what I'm saying? So I'm grateful. I think everything happens for a reason. You know what I'm saying? There's things it's bigger than just fighting. You know what I mean? So the highs and lows, I'm grateful for the highs as much as I'm grateful for the lows.
Mm.
You know what I mean? So all I can do as a man is to learn and to grow from that and be a better man.
When you got that call that they were releasing you, did you expect to get back on your feet this quickly, or were you kind of thinking like, man, next few months are going to be rough. I'm going to have to work my way up through like, the indies or something. What were you thinking as far as how this would play out? Because it's very rare that it
So
happens this quickly on the back end.
I thought things were going to be rough for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I definitely thought, I was like, yeah, I'm going to have to get a civilian job. Things are going to be rough for a little bit. But like I was determined. Like it's funny because you'll see people in the comments talking about I don't feel bad for him, blah blah blah. I never asked for anyone's sympathy. You know what I'm saying? Like I never asked for anyone to feel sorry for me. First of all, you talking about I don't feel bad for you. You ain't did half the stuff I did. I feel bad for you. You know what I mean? Um, and I know my story's not done yet. You know what I'm saying? I know my career is not over with. So I know there's still things left to be done. I know I still got a lot left in the gas tank. So I'm excited, everything that's happened is a chance to grow and become better. And so I'm excited to see how I come out on the other end of all this.
Are you going to make any changes in terms of nutrition, dieting, the drinking, what kind of changes are we doing?
Well, and I said that on the one podcast. I think, people really even I reposted someone took a picture of me and posted I reposted it. Someone's like, I see you with the beer in your hand. I was like, chill, bro. That's an old picture. People are on my ass right now, brother.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
people are people are on my ass right now. And honestly, I love it. I love the accountability. Definitely got a nutritionist lined up. Um, you know, and the next time you're gonna see me fight, we're gonna have some abs. We're gonna be shredded and whatnot. Like I said, we're gonna get better from all this. You know what I'm saying? We're not going backwards. We're only going forward. So, I'm working with my team. You know what I'm saying? We're developing a game plan. You know, get some things out, put some more things in. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna be better than ever, baby.
I love it. Do you follow PFL? Are you familiar with the product?
Oh yeah, man. I've been following PFL technically since they were World Series of Fighting. You
Okay,
know what I'm
all
saying?
right.
I've been a fan for a minute. You know, there's several guys. When Francis went over there, that was a big deal. Someone I came up in the game with, Impa, when Impa won the tournament twice. You know what I'm saying? I was always looking at that. You know what I'm saying? There's been PFL. They are, especially now Bellator's gone. PFL bought Bellator. They are the outside of the UFC. They're the biggest MMA organization in the world to me.
And so, as of right now, just to recap, you don't know if you'll fight again this year. Is that fair? They haven't really told you what the timeline is in terms of how you'll be introduced. Sometimes they'll do like these non-tournament fights, but as of right now, you're sort of waiting to hear what the plan is. You don't know who the opponent will be for your debut. Right now, it's all TBD.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Right now, I don't know who it is, but I'm getting ready to fight anybody right now.
What's this time next year? You will have fought in their tournament final. You'll be $500,000 richer, and we can look back on this moment. What's the message to the haters and the supporters?
The message is don't stop. Don't stop. You know what I'm saying? It's I grew up in church, brother. You know what I'm saying? It's the God will never give you more than you can bear. You know what I'm saying? That don't mean you're not gonna fuck up. You know what I'm saying? That don't mean you're not gonna fall flat on your face in front of the whole entire world. That means you just keep on getting up and you keep on going. And you're gonna get stronger. You're gonna get better. And you're gonna do what you're supposed to do. I haven't done what I'm supposed to do yet, and I'm gonna do what I'm supposed to do. So just keep on watching, hop on the bandwagon while you can, and it's going to be a hell of a journey.
Good luck, Bryan. Great stuff. Great perspective. dare I say, inspirational. Despite the issues, you're maintaining a positive outlook. I like the way you're speaking, you're acting. Great to see you back on the winning track at DBX. They gave you a great opportunity, and I thought this was a brilliant move from PFL. I still think they should put you on that France card in 18 days, but if not, I get it. It's a little tight. I just want to see
Yeah,
another
brother.
promo. I want to see
Let's
another
go to
promo.
France. Listen, France went undefeated this past
Yeah,
weekend,
they
and
did.
I was, you know, whatever. I did everything that I did. You know what I'm saying? But I thought there should have been someone there that should have ruined their day a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like 5-0.
It's crazy.
Y'all went 5-0. Like, all right, 4-1 at least. Fuck,
If the
dude.
Butcher was
You know
there, it
what
would
I'm
have been
saying?
different.
It 100% would have been different, but whatever. You can say that, but if you're not there, what can you really say? You know what I mean?
Appreciate it. Congrats on the new deal, and looking very much forward to the debut. Thank you, Bryan.
Thank you. I appreciate you very much. Shout out to my boy Frankie. He loves you. He watches everything. You know what I'm saying? He's been your number one fan since as long as I've known him.
Much love, Frankie.
Yeah, my boy Frankie.
Thank you so much, my man. Thank you, Bryan. All the best. Talk to you soon.
Thank you, bro. Yes, sir.
There he is, Bryan Battle. I don't know. I was wondering. Do you think he was talking about you, Frankie?
Quite possibly, yeah.
Yeah, I was wondering. Great guy. Met him. And he's a very good signing for PFL. Just what they need, in my opinion. Get him on that France card. It makes all the sense. Thanks for watching this video. Before you go, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button for us. Also, give us a thumbs up. Leave a nice comment. These things go a long way. And while you're here, do check out the rest of the channel. We've got live shows and full interviews, clips, and a whole lot more. We're doing big things here, and we appreciate your support very much.